GM, we are live from the Siren AI headquarters in Bangalore, Karnataka. I'm here today with the team from AlgoSource. They're doing some terrific work, and we're stoked to have them. Kartik, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your Web3 journey?
Yeah, so this is Karthik Sapra, and I've been software engineer from quite some time now. So it's been around 5.5 years now in this domain, and I have worked with Nagaro, Amazon, Akamai, and currently working at Uber as well. So let's so basically we came up with Delgo Source actually. The ideation phase came up in like November to December, and we wanted to build it, and as the advent of AI is very much there, so we were able to build it very in a very fast paced manner, and here we are, right.
Okay, word, Naman.
Yes, hi Tony, myself Naman. I, I'm a student right now. I'm not a software engineer, but yes, I was a main developer in this AlgoSource. I am developing this and I connected with Karthik in from December, and we're gonna start working on January, and then last of the week January we are got live. We are done with all the development of this, and we are live now.
Okay, sweet. Kartik, tell us a little bit more about the problem that AlgoSource solves.
It's mostly around uh, open source programs are there. A lot of open source programs are there, and a lot of software engineers who actually did open source. Basically, I myself have did Google Summer of Code twice. Naman is also like one of a Google Summer of Code student. He also did LFX Linux Foundation, and then he is also mentored in LFX as well. So there are a lot of questions around getting accepted to the open source programs by a lot of folks, and how to start, where to start, and because it's in phases, so there are like a proposal is there. Before that, you have to go and meet the people of the org. You have to contribute. So basically we get a lot of repeated kind of redundant questions that are where to start, which how to contribute, how to contribute, what is proposal, like what is Google Summer of Code, what is LFX. So all these questions. So just to solve that problem, we built this. So this has a very cutting edge kind of a UI UX that we designed, and this has a lot of good in-depth guide pages as well. So where a student who is just new into open source can just dive deep, and they can just cover through the guides, and then it there is like a lot of like around 500 or 600 orgs that are accepted in different kind of programs, and we have like hundreds of proposals for that as well, where students can actually take a peek at, and they can actually use them as their motivation to draft their own. So basically, it is just streamlining this process from starting to open source, getting accepted to these big programs, which actually pay a lot. So in INR, it is around it can go up to 2.5 lakhs. And Google Summer of Code and all these programs are global, so these things will have help the global students as well, where the stipend goes to $6K as well. So this is the case, and it's all free as of now. So we are not charging for this anything, and we just build it, and it is all for the community as of now. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Makes a ton of sense. Like everybody wants to get into open source, but actually, getting there is another
Yeah.
issue. Naman, why don't you go ahead and share your screen? Would love to dive in and really understand how the platform works.
Yeah, sure.
And while you're pulling up your screen, Kartik, tell us what inspired the name AlgoSource.
Is my screen
Uh,
visible?
Yeah.
yeah. So Algo is from algorithms, and algorithm is a basic thing that we all programmers do in our life. So algorithm is doing something. So those are the steps to do something from start to end. And source is actually the open source. So source came from open source. So basically, it is like doing from start to end. How to do open source from start to end. That is
Let's
the
go.
case. So yeah,
Okay, we're in there. Let's dive in.
yeah. So
Cool.
this is our UI UX, and we actually got a lot of good reviews about that. That the UI UX is actually very good. So I hope that your audience also like this, Tony, and you also like this. So yeah.
Yeah, I love dark mode. Cool. So, what kind of program is this?
This is the Google Summer of Code program, in which there are all the organization are listed, and the user can also like filter out of his kind of organization like in years and like, and if he's gonna dive up to artificial intelligence, then like these kind of organizations are there. Like there is Google DeepMind organization, which have a like very hot organization in GSoC last year. It brings up 45 projects in a single year, and these are the projects which is listed.
Mm-hmm.
And plus we have proposals also there of each organization, and we have for LFX also Linux Foundation Mentorship,
Mm-hmm.
and Summer of Bitcoin as well, a Web3 hub, which applications are open right now as well.
Right.
And if a user deep dive into an organization before contributing and want to judge like should I choose this organization or not, he can judge on several parameters like this BD key.
So, Tony, this is for your audience as well. So, as like this is for like your niche, I guess, is in Web3 as well. And Summer of Bitcoin is live, and we also have a lot of guidance about the Summer of Bitcoin here. As you can see that we have divided in a program-wise manner. So there are n number of programs in open source. We have n number of programs in our application as well, and we have the dedicated section for each one of them, as you can see of for the Summer of Bitcoin. And you can see what are the orgs that are accepted or participate in Summer of Bitcoin every year. And there are the proposals also for the accepted ones for the students who have successfully completed those Summer of Bitcoin and other programs as well. So we have that as well, and we have a dedicated guide also. So if you are new to open source, you don't know a shit about it, you want to contribute, you can just go to the guides as well. So this is the guide section, and it is very intense. From your first contribution to get accepted into some open source program, you
Wow.
can find it all here.
Yeah, super thorough.
Here is the
Yeah, very
action plan
mm-hmm.
in which you can just check out the things like what have you do. And also like if you go through this documentation, you will get all your doubts cleared about open source and about any program. And here it is our proposal library, in which we have proposed accepted proposals of every program on different organizations. Like in Summer of Bitcoin we have this, and this is C4GT as well. Plus we have also your profile section, in which you bookmark any organization you like if you have want to bookmark any organization and have to take a look afterward, so you can bookmark also. Here is your save proposal, your downloaded proposals, and your GitHub stats. Like
Mm.
you have followers, public repo, like all your GitHub stats, like
So
and
detailed. Crazy.
yes, also your top repositories in which you have contributed, and how many of your PRs have emerged, have been closed, have been open, and all.
All right.
So
Super
here is
handy.
the yes.
And what is
So here,
was curious too to check out the proposals.
yeah, sure. So if you have to go to SOB, and if you go to any proposal like this, so you can get a whole proposal of selected proposal of any person.
Right.
So here
And
is the
and
detail.
really like before though, all of this information is like super scattered and there's no way to track it really.
Yeah, there is no a single platform of that.
Very
And
cool.
plus, there are, as I told, there are all the redundant questions that I hope you might be also getting it, Tony, and we also get it a lot. That how to start with this, how to start with that,
Oh yeah,
how
all the
to
time. Of course.
get accepted with these. So basically, that this will like solve that problem as well. So and open source is about a lot of different technologies. So you name any technology, you have that organization for that, right? So basically, this lists everything. This also lists like like what are the organizations that are getting accepted like multiple times. So that let's say if a student is starting from now, and Google Summer of Code is also around the corner, and the acceptance of the organizations will come at February 19th. Before that, you have a good chance to like skim through and know like what are the organizations that potentially do it get accepted to Google Summer of Code every year. So why not go with those organizations as well? So that's the idea behind that. Basically, from start to end, what should be the algorithm to get you start with the open source, get accepted in the open source programs.
Hmm. Yeah, makes a ton of sense. Talk to us a little bit more about the product roadmap.
Yeah, so basically, if I talk about the product roadmap, this is just our version one release here. So one thing that we just did right now is that initially we have this proposals and everything sorted. We don't have the guides. So what we did was that there was a suggestion from my side that we are giving the appliance, but we are not giving the manual for that appliance.
Mm,
So that's why we come up with this zero point 0.1, 0.2 release. So we have all these guides just that we just integrated, and these guides are so detailed. And
mhm.
moving
A lot of
forward, what we
documentation in
are
here. Yeah.
yeah, and moving forward, what we are trying to do is that we will try to gamify all these things, because if you talk about the open source, then as of now people think that open source doesn't pays anything, and open source programs are the only thing that pays you, and they're only one time. No, basically there are a lot of roadmaps that you can fetch from contributing to open source. You can get noticed in the organizations as well. You can get the job as well from the open source, because there are a lot of Y Combinator startups that hire through it. So basically, not to reveal that much, but yeah, like we are trying to gamify all these things, so that users don't see it as a kind of a duty to contribute to open source. They think it like a game. So basically, they enjoy doing it and they reap benefits out of it as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anything else you guys wanted to highlight in the product itself?
Naman, anything you want to highlight from your side on this?
Yeah, actually, this is the version one only. We are also planning for the AI proposal maker, in which actually our users have a suggestion like there's a problem, they face a problem to make a proposal. So actually, they don't know how to make a proposal after all the guide also. So we are planning to make a proposal maker, in which we integrate AI to help them in making the best proposal for their project and for their organization as well.
Okay.
So there's the plan, and we'll start implementing it.
Excellent. Um, cool. Yeah, you can take off screen share. Was curious to hear, what a potential tokenomics or token utility might be for this product.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, was just curious what potential token utility or tokenomics might be. Community benefits for this type of project.
Yeah, actually, we are building out in Web3 also. Like some of Bitcoin is there also.
Mm,
So that also helps for the Web3 community as well.
We will try to integrate a lot of Web3 programs as well, because as you suggested, Tony, that Web3 is something that from your, I think, from your idea itself, we like you asked about the roadmap, right? So this is also one of the ideas that we are proposing to implement to make Web3 more global, because in India, at least in the student market, we don't see that happening a lot as of now, till now, because there is kind of a market that is already explored, and all the students and everyone keeps on running behind those markets only. If you see, like, summer of Bitcoin is also not that famous in India, like Google, summer of code is famous, right? So we will surely try to integrate these Web3 kind of a programs. And you know like I can also think of, like, if we can collaborate with you even in the future to have something like our own programs around Web3, where we can actually distribute the swags, we can actually have the people accepted. So kind of a Google Summer of Code, but we can take that initiative as well, and we can do it through AlgoSource.
Sure, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
there's such a gateway of opportunity for people to, really immerse themselves in code. So that part is super epic. Where can we find out more information about you both, the rest of the team, and about AlgoSource?
Yeah, so people can connect with me on LinkedIn. So my name Karthik Sapra, and they can connect. And I'm also on Twitter. Uh, if you say, I can share the Twitter handles as well
Sure.
as the LinkedIn handles.
Cool.
So
Yeah, we'll
should I?
include.
Yeah. So share it in the chat.
Sure, sure.
Uh,
Cool. Um, well, any concluding statements, guys?
no, that's it. So I hope that people actually like this platform, and I hope that this is also a good idea to do something in the Web3 domain, and with the open source domain. So basically, I hope that people like it, and we will also try to collaborate more and more over it. And if you have any ideas over that, for that, Tony, do give us about that, because you are in a Web3 domain a lot. and I can see that you promote that a lot. So yeah.
Let's go to the moon. All right. Thank you so much. Awesome platform. We're all about that education, especially in code. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Tony.